So welcome back, guys. On this video we're going to be working on this window again, and if you caught the last video we took all the OSB paneling off of this wall and uncovered some issues right here on top of this window. And if you hadn't caught that video or any of the other remodel videos, I'll put a link to the playlist of this whole living room remodel or home remodel project, I guess you could say, and y'all can check that out if you would like. But here's what's going on with this window. The header above the window, it's a very old house, and the header above the window is a 2x4 that's been laid down instead of up on edge like this. Therefore it has sagged some, and of course the weight of the house and just gravity in general of course has made it sag like this, and it can't stay like this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take these cross pieces out right here, all three of these down and on the other side as well, and then put another stud right over here. And then we're going to cut this stud right up here so that it will accept a brand new header. Of course, all of the stuff above the window here has got to go as well. One of the big issues that this has caused is that it has made this window right here bow in just a little bit, mostly towards the middle here, and of course that's where it's sagging, towards the middle. And I had several people in the comments mention you're not going to be able to save that window. Well, we're going to try. I don't know if I can save it or not, but I would really prefer to save the window. So let's just give this a shot. And by the way, thanks to several people who suggested just using this stud right here, cutting it and putting another stud out beside it. That was really the easiest thing to do. So that's what we're going to do. Thanks for all of the advice on that. So let's go ahead and start working on this and see if we can get a new header up here and save this window. Before we go much farther, I kind of want to give you all a picture of what we're dealing with here. So if I put a straight edge on this end of the window, you can see, I hope you can see at least, it's flat. It's flat all the way up and down. So this side is flat, it's not bowed, and the other side's exactly the same way. But let's look at the middle. This is the very middle of the window here. Y'all see that? It easily pivots in the center of the window, probably at least an inch off of the window on the top and the bottom. And I did have a couple of people that suggested taking this window out and replacing it with a few really nice, good, double-paned, energy-efficient windows, and that was actually our original plan, but plans have changed, and we're going to try to save this window, and the reason that we're going to save it should become more clear on future videos. So let's see if we can save this window. So I don't want to take these studs out yet. What I want to do now is take this old header off, and I think, what I can tell, I think it's just nailed into these studs. It doesn't look like it's nailed into the window in any way. So let's get this header out, and at that point we should be able to figure out if we're going to be able to straighten the window any. So the nails on this side have been cut through, so at this point I should be able to figure out if this header is going to move. Oh, and it's not. I wonder I wonder if this header was used also for this siding, to nail this siding on. So that may be what's going on here. Ooh, that's still really in there. I'm not sure how it's attached. It's acting like it is attached to the top of this window, but I guess it's from the bottom, possibly. Maybe it's in this top piece on the window and the nails are coming up from the bottom, or I really don't know, because I don't see any nails from the top side going in. But it is very, 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 very attached. Well guys, it took a good 30 or 45 minutes to get that header off of there. It was nailed not only into the top of this window frame, but the siding was nailed into it as well, which, as you can imagine, was pretty labor intensive to get out. And I'm surprised that I didn't break the window because of all the violence that I just did to that header, but I didn't, so that's good. But that's uncovered a whole nother set of issues here. It's like Pandora's box around this window here. This header has sagged. It hadn't sagged a lot, but it seems to have sagged enough for it to count. And the reason that that's a problem is because my whole idea here was to get all this junk out of the way up here, the header and all this stuff, and then try to maybe bring this up some and push the whole window center section back in to see if it would like kind of move back up, and I can't do that because as this has sagged, I think it has brought the siding right here down with it, and it's going to be resting right on top of the top of this window frame right here, so it's just not going to allow this to come up. So I've got to make some modification right through here so that I can attempt to straighten this window out. So we'll see what I can do. Actually, my family and I are about to run out and look at Christmas lights tonight, so I'm gonna sleep on this and we'll try to pick this back up in the morning. Well guys, it's the next day at this point, and I'm gonna try to approach this from the outside. This is the outside of this window right here, obviously, and I'm gonna take this piece off, and by all the banging that I've been doing on the inside, it's pretty loose already, so I probably cut some of those nails off as well, so it doesn't look like it's going to be too tough to get off. I'm trying to be super careful because any real sudden movement, I run the risk of jamming something into this window, which would not be great. Got it. I'm going to start right here, and with the Sawzall, I'm just going to shave some of this off across really until I get, it looks like I'll have to go all the way to the end there, but let's just shave some of this off and we'll see if it's even possible to make this window straighten out. Alright guys, so I'm back on the inside of the house here, and I'm just trying to figure out an option to try to bring this center back in and straight, and obviously pushing on it's not going to do anything except break it. The biggest problem I've got here is this top frame right here, if that's what you call it, has been sagging for so many years and in a really dry environment, and it is obviously just hard as a rock. There's no way it's going to go back out. So I think what I'm going to do is take this off completely and then see how pliable, I guess you could say, this window is. That was way too easy. Well guys, the theme of this whole project has kind of been Pandora's box. So every time I open something up, I find some other problem, and that is the case right now as well. So this right here, I put a straight edge on this, and this top piece on this window is sagging just a little bit as well, which makes sense because if the window is bowed in right here, it's got to be lower right here than it is on the end. So there's really no way to straighten that top piece out. I can push this in like this, and it's been sagging for so many years. It's not sagging much, just enough. It's been sagging for so long, it's so hard, there's no way it's gonna straighten back out. I've thought of different things to do here. I've thought of putting boards on either side and trying to clamp them together somehow, but there's really no way to do that. I really think I would just be breaking it if I did that. But anyway, so there's some options that I've got here. And the main thing is I'm gonna have to take this window out completely because there's no salvaging it. I could leave it, and I could leave it bowed and put it back together. Somebody in the comments on the last video when I was asking for advice about this thing said, hey, it's been there for 30 years, leave it alone. Which it could be done, I suppose. But I could also go to Home Depot and spend about $800 or more on 3 nice new windows and mull them all together, and I would have a super nice setup here. But I'm not going to do that, and it'll be more clear why I'm not going that route soon. But I have a friend in town who kind of demos old houses and rebuilds old houses in his retirement years. I'm going to go see him tomorrow. He said he's got quite a few windows, and I think he's probably got something that'll be suitable for this spot right here. So I'll catch y'all then. Guys, I'm having trouble getting a hold to my friend with the windows this morning, but I have to go to town anyway to deliver a Christmas tree. So let's load up a tree and maybe we can get a hold to the window guy. These trees right in here are okay, but I think they're going to be a whole lot better next year. They're still quite thin, and some of them have kind of holes in the side. So let's see if we can find a better one somewhere. This one might do it. I'm starting to think the good ones have been picked through. For anybody who's interested, this is number 16 that we've sold for the year, which I was hoping for more by this time, but 16 is okay. I think we sold 28 last year total. But like I said, the trees they're kind of being picked through. This is a decent tree right here, but they're getting to where they're kind of picked through. I'm hoping next year I'll have some prettier ones.
I've been meaning on finishing my outhouse to take up there, and I hadn't done it. I've been waiting for rainy days.
Well, I won't film your combination here.
Oh, that's all right. Oh, me. Okay. Now, this is why I was saying I had some big, real big windows. There, I got that, and I got another one back here that somebody gave me. Okay, there's the big ones. Okay. And I got the rest of them. Okay. Right there. Okay. Now these are the ones that I bought.
Yep.
That's the ones I bought for $100 a piece.
Oh, that was a deal.
Yeah, I bought them for $100 a piece, and they got lots of them.
They still have those?
Yeah, they do. They still have them.
And where is this place? Well guys, I think it's time to wrap this one up. I feel like I've been all over the place here, but first I wanted to show you what the solution is for my window issues. So that was Mr. Ray, and Mr. Ray has been on the channel before. He was the one who actually brought his Wood-Mizer LT40 out and sawed up these giant rafters that are on the roof here of the sawmill shed. My mill was too short to do those, and he was able to bring his mill out and cut up my logs for me, which was great. But he has got kind of an an interesting gig going on. He basically remodels old houses. He's currently in the process of building a brand new house for rental properties, and the most recent one is going to be an Airbnb. So that's kind of his thing. And when he demos these old houses, he gets windows out of them and saves them. So that's why I contacted him. I thought maybe he would have some really good windows that I could use. Even if they were single pane, I was going to use them. But he really didn't have anything that was suitable for what I needed. But he did give me a tip on a surplus place about an hour north of where I live. And I ran up there. My wife and I just got back not long ago, and we found the windows that we need. This is one of them right here. The other one's in the back of the truck. This is a Harvey brand. That doesn't mean a lot to me. But anyway, it's a Harvey brand, and you can see the Harvey sticker is still on the window. It's a little dirty, but it appears by the labels to be a brand new window. And this is I believe it's 36 wide by 62 tall, something like that. And a comparable window at Home Depot close to where I live is about 36 by 60. A comparable window costs $215. This window right here was $125. So saved a ton of money on these windows. I got 2 of these. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to take that old window out entirely, frame up a new place, and put 2 windows. Not going to mull them together. We're going to leave wood between and have 2 giant windows up there where 1 giant window used to be. I think we'll have a comparable amount of light. It's not going to ruin our view. And these are double pane windows, energy efficient windows, which is going to be a heck of a lot better than the old thin single pane window that we had. So anyway, I just couldn't find a satisfactory solution aside from getting these. So I'm happy that we went this direction. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one. We'll try to get this framed up and installed in a future video. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all on the next one.